This painting by Michael SWEERTS, The Allegory of Touch, comes from the Néger collection. Jean Néger was one of the most famous art dealers specialized in old masters in Paris in the 1950s, 1960s. Néger is quite famous for all these discoveries, specifically in the Caravagesque movement and in the very complex subject matters. This painting, which is in a perfect state of condition, illustrates perfectly the Néger taste and can be considered today as a real discovery.
This is a very exciting rediscovery. This picture is turning out of the blue. It was lost for about 100 years, and we are very proud, of having rediscovered, reattributed this picture to SWEERTS. Michael SWEERTS, who is a huge figure of the 17th century, a very atypical artist, born in Flanders, who spent most of his career in Rome, in the aftermath of the Caravagism. Is very linked to the Jesuits and their most spiritual, I would say, most extreme intellectual tendencies. He changes. He's very difficult to read for us because his subjects are sometimes very intricate, like in this picture. The picture itself is difficult to read, and this is why it lost its attribution. But it's thanks to the subjects, thanks to the iconography that we could find it. It's an allegory of touch, part of a set of the 5 senses. And this set was known from a 1910 photograph, black and white photograph, published by Coulson in his book on SWEERTS as lost. One picture of this set is in a great museum. It's in the Academia Museum in Vienna. It's an allegory of touch, but it's also one of these strange, difficult to read, for us at least, Flemish proverbs. It's also a reflection of the folly of humanity. The man, if you look at him carefully, he looks a bit strange, and he's very strange actually, and he's biting his tongue. He's an idiot. I mean, he's a cretin. And this cretin is doing a very silly thing. He's caressing the cat, but the wrong way. He's touching the cat on his ears, which is something you must never do if you have a cat. And you see that the cat is getting very nervous, very agitated, and he's gathering his muscles. He's getting ready to attack. And in 1 second, this chap is going to be scratched. You can see it in the cat. The whole picture is a masterpiece.
Among the other paintings that belong to the Néger collection, that reflect the Caravagesque taste for this collector, we have the Allegory of Winter. That is a very important painting. And they all illustrate the Caravagesque taste of Jean Néger.